fuck me?
Oh, we got
Baby, I need to know.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Chec Box. I am your host, Chec, and I'm joined by my guys, HP, Alec, and Kenneth, alongside our special guest for this evening, a good friend of ours since college, TIm Hoxa, baby.
What up, baby?
Yeah, what it is, man, what it is, guys. And before we get into this episode, I would just want to go over the regular.
What was that right? What was that right there? Niggas,
What was that, bro?
What the fuck was that?
You guys telling me what to do already, bro?
No,
Yo,
and then we about to just play it off like they ain't just happened.
what happened?
That
It
was mad awkward.
was a horrible
No,
five.
but it looked like you guys were about to like.
Yeah, niggas was confused.
I didn't
My
say
finger
anything.
was
though.
literally like
I didn't say
What
anything.
was your purpose with that?
to point to tell him to talk into the mic.
What did we used to do in college?
What?
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here, right? Get him out of here.
Still do that.
Get him out of here.
Hey, get him out of here, right?
Alrighty,
Go to the
guys. Just to get back to it, guys, before we get things going, I would just like to remind everyone to follow us on all platforms. That includes Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, and Spotify, as well as subscribe to us on YouTube, all at the Chec Box. That is at THECHECBOX. And be sure to turn on your post notifications so you can know whenever we post new content. And of course, keep us alive by liking and commenting on what we post and even sharing it to spread the word, guys. And let's get into this episode. TIm Hoxa.
Yeah.
What is going on, my brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm actually excited to be here, bro.
Awesome,
Haven't seen
brother.
you guys in a while.
Yeah, man.
It's-
I actually asked him right
How long has
before.
that been?
I asked him before. I was like, yo, was the last time we saw each other, bro? It was
Last time
2015,
I saw
16?
you, 2015, 2016.
2016. I'm pretty sure you visited the school.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Before you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean after you.
Which is where we all met.
Yeah, definitely did. Definitely did.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's definitely been a while. I mean, we lived together for three and a half, 4 years, and then after that, we did our own thing.
Yeah, bro, you
Yeah,
graduated,
facts.
man. You lived life. You did what you had to do, man. And let's actually get into that a little bit, man. How about you tell us about, give the audience a little brief summary about you, my guy TIm. Who are you, man?
That's a good question, bro.
Hmm.
Well, we went to college together. We played baseball together. I think that was the most fun part we had in college, bro. Playing baseball.
I was a year late for that. I came in after.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But he was still involved.
Yeah.
He was always involved.
It's a fact.
Yeah, so I went to Mount St. Vincent with these guys. I had the same major as Alex. We did biology. But I was mostly concerned into other things. Partying, making money.
Oh yeah.
But I
Facts.
still got my work done.
Oh, yeah,
Still got my
the
work
bright
done,
man.
still got-
Definitely, bro.
Still woke up 6
The best
in the
of
morning.
the best
to
of
go
us
to
know how
practice.
to double task, bro. I mean multitask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I look back at it sometimes and I'm like, how the fuck did I do that curse?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
come
I
on,
should
man.
have fucking
I
curse.
do not. I do not regret how I did it though. I don't
I don't know
regret
how
how
I did it.
But I don't regret. Do you regret how you did it though? Do you feel like, oh, I should have done it better? I could have been in a better place. Dude,
No, I don't regret it. If I was to do that now, I'd probably have a stroke.
Yo, that ass.
Nah,
Partying
fact.
one night and then you're like, holy shit, I got 3 hours until I gotta be up.
And fucking run
You're
hills.
throwing fucking 3-4 Adderalls. You're like, let's go.
Let's
Yo.
go.
Study.
Jeez, man.
Yo.
Study. Now I try that shit.
But we were lucky
Forget-
though. We
Catch
had
a
our
quick
like
one.
dorms like right next to our fucking. I mean our class.
Oh, yeah,
building.
science
That,
building.
that was lit.
that was really convenient.
That was
bro.
lit. Being in Seton and then like just
The
having to
science
like
building's
run 5
across
minutes
the street
before
pretty
class. Literally across the street.
Amazing
Thank
time,
you.
bro.
You
I
know,
know my senior year living in the LAC. I literally would wake up at like 9:30 for a 10 o'clock class, bro. And I'll be walking to class by 9:55 in
but
there by
you guys had to deal with
9:58.
the hill though. That's the shit.
No, I lived in the LAC, bro. So right
Oh,
there to
you're talking
Maryville.
about the calf and shit?
Maryville, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Maryville. So I mean,
Communication building.
if you guys don't get like the layout, I know there's a lot of like
You would-
insider like kind of stuff.
Combo.
Type shit.
You know, Kenneth.
I've
doesn't-
been to MSB enough times, so I know.
So,
Alright.
so you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, and if you don't know, Google Map it.
yeah,
2019, baby. We got that type of shit.
beautiful
so.
campus,
Facts,
Mount St.
man.
Vincent. But
Are you,
anyway,
guys, are you guys
absolutely.
still involved with the school?
Not so
well,
much.
we go to alumni game Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, like,
Baseball.
you have friends there now, or people that watch this podcast?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They about to graduate. That's literally like the last wave
Yeah,
of people I'm
I
gonna
got
be
a
there.
message for him.
What up?
I ran that school, bro.
Yeah, let them know it.
I ran that school.
He did.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I'm gonna be as transparent as I can. I ran that school.
Listen,
Absolutely.
anybody that is still at MSV, just ask about, what was it, Kush Ave?
Kush Ave.
Just
Timmy
ask
Kush.
about that, and man, Shit was crazy.
Y'all literally
I will
don't
have
know
to second
anything.
that, man. This man's a legend. And
Definitely,
it's funny because
definitely.
I told you before you came in, I consider this man like my OG. Like when I got to school, he put me under the wing, put both of us under the wing.
Facts.
When I tell people about
Yeah.
these stories, man, they don't believe me.
They don't need to. It's whatever.
They should.
Yo, yo,
They should. I should have wrote a handbook.
yeah,
You still
yo.
can. It's not too.
I still can't.
It's not too late, bro.
Let me
It's
tell you a
movie
funny
shit.
story that happened at Seton Hall. So this was my first time trying to make brownies. So I'm like, fuck it, whatever. I put aside 2 ounces. I'm like, I'm gonna make 2 ounces worth of brownies. Did not know what the repercussion was. I didn't even think it was gonna smell.
Oh my.
I don't wanna.
You decarbed it in the fucking in the
I let it
communal-
simmer in the kitchen
In
of
the
the dorm
communal.
room.
Bro, this was
Listen to
this
this.
is a
So
public
I'm
kitchen.
I'm letting the weed simmer in butter for 45 minutes.
of course.
But I was in there the whole time that I didn't even realize it was smelling.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention a name, but one of the security guards calls me. He's like, "We got a complaint that it smells like weed in your building. Grab your shit and get out of there as fast as you can." So I'm like, "Oh shit, bro!" I'm like, "I gotta get out of here."
That's how he
But-
had it. He had security.
Yeah,
Facts.
by
Believe
the time security came with police, bro,
Out of there.
Kush wasn't even on campus, bro. I was out of the campus. There's a lot of
Damn.
stories, bro. There's a lot of stories. There's been times where people actually try to dry snitch on me.
Oh man.
I had other security guards call me.
Dry
And-
snitch. Please. What's
Like, not
Dry
mention my
snitch.
name, but mention the floor.
Like,
and
in
my
the room.
indirectly
Indirect.
snitch.
Indirect.
Um,
So that,
people that
that
don't
was
know.
a crazy time.
Listen, I don't know who it is, but I know he's on this floor at the third
Yeah.
door to your right.
Yeah.
All right.
his initials might be TH.
Yeah, you know, he's not
That
a
was
black
probably one of
guy.
the craziest days.
Yeah,
that-
but I was just saying-
I had 2 security guards call me. They're like, the police is on campus.
And nigga, it
Dude,
was over.
They came to my room, but they didn't find anything.
Not a boy.
Yeah, I was just saying, dude, I think that's when I realized, all right, yo. First of all, by the way, if you don't have an Albanian friend, you gotta get one.
Have to.
These niggas is about it. And I think I realized this nigga was legit, bro. When this nigga deadass, we was talking one day, and you deadass gave me the security schedule that they gave to you, and they were like, "Yo, this is who's gonna be on duty when." And you had the, I'm not, I don't want to say a name, but you have one of the, you have one of the head dudes' number, and I was like, "Yo, what the
Yeah, bro.
fuck?" I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." We had that shit monopolized.
I ain't
man.
gonna
That
front. It got like that for me too, bro. By the time my senior year was there, bro, I had niggas hitting me. Yo, I had security guards texting me like, "Yo, what happened? Why niggas on your floor? Why they in your room?" I'm like, "Yo, what you talking about?" I don't know none of that. Yo, I don't know, bro. MSV was a good time. MSV was
Shout
a
out
good
to
time.
Joey, bro. Remember Joey
with Joy.
in the calf? The
Oh
sick
my
loony?
god, that mother. Yo, you know what's crazy about that motherfucker, bro?
Oh,
one
the
day-
little
The
one.
dude with the,
Yeah.
The little
yo,
Bro.
he was something else.
yes. Yo, bro, one time, my sister was graduating law school, Pace. We was downtown eating, and thank God he ain't see me, bro. But I'm with my fan, bro, and I see this dude walking around. I was like,
My
oh,
God.
I was like,
You
oh
probably
my
shook.
God.
I swear that dude will survive an ice age.
He would,
100%.
he would.
He'll find a
Yes, yes, very, yo, bro.
What's
But
this guy like?
Oh,
What?
describe Joey, please.
The most
Describe-
professional
fucking-
crackhead you
in
ever
the
met.
world,
Literally.
nigga,
Dude,
in
Literally.
the world, bro.
the voice, the stat. He was a short,
He looked like a gollum.
Puerto Rican dude,
Like a
right?
troll.
Yeah, must have
He's
been
like a
Puerto
fucking
Rican.
troll.
Yeah, man.
Like a
And then,
fucking troll.
do you remember him like in the graduation? I don't remember him in the graduation.
I don't remember seeing
tent.
that.
Like he really,
He was there.
yeah.
Why
he
was
would
that
ju-
nigga?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
But then again,
He
a
was
lot of
cool.
the
He was very- he was nice.
I want to know what the CAF employment process was like, because all
Yeah.
them niggas was crazy.
Bro, everybody
All of
that
them were
worked
some
there
shit.
were all
All of them.
criminals.
I got introduced to another guy. I forgot his name. It was a while. And it was always me. If somebody needed something, even if I didn't have it, I'm going to go find it and make sure I make some sort of money.
Yeah,
Some
right,
sort of
right,
money.
right.
So this one cafeteria guy was like, yo, I need Suboxones. And at that time, I didn't know what the fuck that was. Bro. So I did my research. I'm like, oh, this is for people that are meth and other heavy drugs. So next day, I found Suboxones, bro.
God.
And I
said
didn't.
next
I
day.
always like, you know, when people are like, yo, don't mess with crackers, like they'll come
Yeah.
to your door. This dude
Yeah.
was in Queens in 20 minutes, bro. One of our
Sheesh.
cafeteria
About
guys.
it, man. Yeah, it was about
He
it.
needed them so fast, bro.
Niggas like what is it? Some boxes?
Some
What-
boxes.
some-
I ain't know
Oh,
about
that's what they
that
used to,
shit.
like taper off, kind of like methadone.
It gives you the exact same effect
Hi.
as meth,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Oh wait, which?
It's kind of like.
Oh wait,
yeah,
is that
so
the one?
you
Is that the one that's?
to get off
What's the
it?
one that's
Yeah,
like
the strip.
heroin? And isn't that to get you off of it?
Yeah.
It's a
I
little
was just saying,
sick.
bro. So
It's like methadone, yeah.
like I'm not gonna say names, but there's a dude that's up north right now. I know somebody's up north right now, and nigga, that bro, they make money like that, bro. Like,
Yo, Suboxone's
bro,
big
people
in
get
jail,
high
too.
off that shit. That's what I'm saying.
I
Niggas-
never heard of that.
bro, niggas,
Suboxones?
I never heard of that.
bro,
Yeah,
niggas get high off in
it's
jail,
huge
bro.
in
In
Bronx.
jail, Bro, in jail they pay the high for that.
You got the right guy here, bro. I got you.
Bro,
can't even
they pay the
imagine.
high for
So,
that.
yeah,
can't, I
we
can't.
could be here forever talking about college, but it was fun.
It
That's
was
what's up,
an
brother.
amazing.
It was fun.
We learned a lot, man.
Definitely did.
It's fun.
A lot of life lessons learned. A lot of life lessons learned that I
And
definitely.
blessing that none of
Yeah.
y'all got caught. R.I.P. to the people that. that
Yeah, there was a lot of
That's
people.
definitely, yeah.
There
But
were a
we
lot of
just.
casualties
I'm
in
not
the
gonna
game,
front,
bro.
bro.
I'm
We
not gonna front.
niggas just move smart.
Bro,
That's
listen,
what
I'm gonna
it
tell you
is.
like this. You know shit was real when niggas had a camera in their room.
Yeah, I had a
My
camera
man's
in
had
my
a
room.
camera
I
in
had a
his room.
security camera.
It's like, nigga,
Literally,
what?
like
the round ones.
in the
Yeah.
middle of the floor, bro, that you see in fucking department stores, just in his room. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, Tim, what do you do? Like, who are you? Like,
That ass.
yo, I was like, you feel me?
But I'm proud to say all that stuff stopped now.
Oh man, we
Yeah,
think we be
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it, man.
You know what it's
Yeah,
like to go
exactly.
on a drive, bro. It's like, and you know you got stuff in the car, man. It's like
It's
I
hard.
look at it now and I'm like, yo, I'm
Dude, the
sick,
peace of mind, bro. Dude, the peace of mind, man. It's like now, you know.
I think about it now. I'm like, yo, imagine dark tints. I got dark tints.
Yeah.
I got a loud muffler.
You're asking for it.
Imagine at that time,
Mad loud.
I get pulled over and the cop sees, let's say, like 5,000 Xanax, bro.
Oh,
I'm going straight to
that sounds
prison.
like a familiar story.
Oh,
Over
Exactly.
Dellavedova.
I mean,
Right.
we had a prison.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yo, bro, all I know.
We're gonna talk about that.
Oh my
Yo, bro,
god.
my heart dropped that day because this nigga came back to me and was like, "Yo, this nigga got."
Yo,
and I was like,
bro, it was wild. I
I
ain't
do
gonna
remember
front.
you were there with me.
It
yeah,
was
he
you
drove,
and
I wasn't there. And he came back to campus. He drove.
It was one of my boys. It was one of my boys that I'm cool with and
Nah,
shit.
the told-
Yeah.
Curly-haired kid.
Yeah.
Was it just us three?
It was literally just us three, bro. And
I'll tell
no,
the story.
was it?
Yeah.
Was it just us three?
Let me tell you what happened, bro.
I remember this nigga
This
telling me.
day
That.
freaks me out, bro, because that was the
It
first
does.
time I actually got arrested.
Yeah.
It must have been 2 o'clock in the morning. Were you there?
Nah, he definitely wasn't.
2 o'clock in the morning. I was in the library, and I think I hit you up saying, "Yo, you still up? Let's go smoke." So I said, "Let's go in the car. Let's go to BP gas station by Cross County." I'll never forget that day, bro.
Just read up.
Just re-up. Him, actually.
On the
He had-
80.
And he had his stuff in my trunk, bag.
And I
whatever.
told him, I'm like, yo, bro, let me just put my bag in the dorm. He's like, nah, come on, we out. I'm like, yo, bro, I bet we out. Fuck it.
Niggas made this move.
Yo,
Bro,
stupid.
we just got outside the gas station. We're about to get on the highway.
We lit the blunt,
I
though.
go, light that. Not even 10 seconds, bro. Lights behind us. I said, oh,
Bro.
my
God.
And I'm thinking to myself, all right, NYPD, they'll let us go. But Yonkers,
Yonkers,
cop,
Yonkers is and
fucking asshole.
NYPD
Get it,
very
bro.
different.
Bro, Yonkers.
And I said that before too. I said that before. It's big difference.
the
Yeah,
funniest
the most,
part,
too.
the funniest part was when he pulled us over, and I opened my window and just a shitload of smoke goes outside.
yo.
Man, that's
Yeah,
But you know what's crazy is he said that he literally saw me light it, bro.
that's a lie. He didn't see you light it.
Bro, it was crazy, which is why I'm still confused as to why we got stopped, because there was no way you saw me light that shit, bro.
It didn't
Oh,
matter.
he actually
said-
He can
when
say
I
whatever
went
the
to
fuck
court-
he wants at that point, bro.
When I went to court for that, they said he originally pulled me over for unsafe lane changing, and I never got that ticket in hand.
Yeah.
So
That
that
was
thing was
bullshit.
already quadrupled by the time I went to court. They fucked me good with that one.
Wow. That
So-
shit was whack.
Tells us to get out the car. Oh man, that was.
I was shook. I was like, yo, Tim, like, yo, bro, like,
I wasn't shook, but listen to what kind of corruption Yonkers has, and I'm gonna call you guys out now.
Motherfuckers.
This is what he told me, bro. I don't want to take you to jail. All you gotta do is call one of your connects, tell him to meet us somewhere, and we'll take care of the rest.
Literally, bro.
I put my hands out. I said, I'm not calling nobody, bro. I said, just lock me up already.
Literally.
Then he went up to the car. He found his bag, whatever. He took it. He took the weed. I don't think he saw like any scale or nothing like that.
Nah.
He just took the weed and like
What
whatever.
was
was that at the time?
onion?
How
A
much
couple
was
It was
Yeah.
an
onions?
O. It was. It
3 or
was.
4 ounces.
Nah, it was an
No,
O
I
and an
remember-
eighth.
Really?
It was like an O and 4 grams.
You
and
told me it was
another
like
joint,
2-3
Bro,
onions.
It was 3
Nah.
onions.
Was
bro.
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I remember.
He gave us back too.
Cause I remember, nigga. I remember
That's
when
even
when I
worse.
found out when niggas told me, I was like, nah, it's over. I was like, it's over. Niggas got caught with 2-3. It's over. It was
So,
more than one onion
I
for
was
sure.
shook. I was shook. I'm like, yo, bro, my man.
And but the thing is that at the bro, at the
So-
time,
This is 2014.
Hold on.
No, I was about to say
I
that.
would
this
like to
is-
add though, I
yeah.
did get in trouble for his weed.
But I told you. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, it's my bag. He's like, no. He's like, yo, no, it's my car, bro. I got it. I'm like, yo, no, bro. I'm like, no,
I
bro.
had to take
You know how fucking, yo, I felt like a
But that
fucking
was a trap,
asshole.
though.
bro.
That was a trap.
That was the
Literally.
trap.
That was a trap. If you said it was yours, you're gonna get locked up. And for me being with you, my car would have got impounded.
Yeah.
And it would have been $3,000.
It would have been over. I had to drive to the police station, get this nigga, and he was out in literally like 10 minutes. I was not waiting out there for that long, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's when I was like, what? What are you doing out here? What are you doing out here? He's like, yo, I talk my way, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo. And I was still feeling like shit. I'm like, yo, bro, I kept apologizing day after day after day. He's like, yo, cuz, you good, bro. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. So the best part was when he came to pick me up at the I forgot which precinct it was, by the courthouse. The dude uncuffs me and he walks me to the car, but real shady, bro, like this. I'm like, yo, is this guy gonna shoot me, bro? He opens my back door, throws in 2 ounces, and says, "Go, get out of here."
No fucking way.
Swear to my mother, bro. I'll never forget that.
Literally, bro.
And he
Wild story.
only charged me for a dime.
What the fuck?
Real nigga shit.
Yeah,
Wild.
So that first Irish
Fucking Yonkers, man.
cop
It's wild.
was a scumbag for trying to set somebody up, bro.
It was actually a very wild story, man, and that's something that a lot of people don't know. but
I
not a lot of people
I do remember shitting on him though, inside the precinct.
Oh,
That's
word?
Yeah, because he made me take my shirt off. He made me
Laser.
take pictures of
Okay.
my tattoos
and shit.
And while he was doing that, I was telling him, I was like, yo, you should be ashamed of yourself. And he kept saying to me, why? I'm like, because you can't catch a real criminal, bro. I'm like, I'm a college student. I was like, you should be ashamed of
You
yourself.
said it. Niggas getting him tight.
that shit.
Yeah, niggas getting him tight.
As you should, bro.
He must
That's mad funny,
As
son.
you should. That shit was whack, man.
I was
but
tight. I was just happy my parents never knew.
that too.
I was gonna ask. I was
That's
gonna
gonna
ask.
change.
Best part.
My
Yeah.
parents watch this, mom and dad.
Yeah,
Y'all know
oh
the
my
vibe.
god!
I took
I was
the-
about to say because I know like because I know you were close with your mom because I remember when I won't say a name but remember when somebody made a phone call to your mom. You remember somebody called your mom? Somebody from and we were speculating it was somebody from the baseball team. His parents.
On the stands.
Oh,
And then your mom called you bugging out because she was hearing shit.
yo, bro.
Oh,
They had a snitch on
another
the team.
driver.
But hold on.
That's the worst part, bro.
I
Was
let
your
that one
teammate.
go. I let
Had
that
to,
one go.
had to. But all right, guys. So let's get back into you after college, brother. So I know
word.
during Instagram, that's pretty much our only sense of communication with you. You were working out a lot, bro. Like you lost a lot of weight. You got fucking jacked. You were doing tons of
Yeah.
calisthenics. Like talk to us about that.
That was just me making sure that I was staying healthy, making sure that I had like a little longevity in my life, and I was just really into it. Like, at one point, I fell off. I was just sitting at home playing video games.
This is like post baseball life, so you had no,
Yeah, I was
like
going
athletics
partying
movement,
after
yeah.
college. Like, oh, I'm done. Da, da, da. But the reality is that shit does not end. You gotta keep working.
Yeah, bro. And how long did you do that for? Because like you said, you graduated in 2015, and I feel like by like 2017, 2018, you were like fucking ripped, bro. Like I was so surprised.
Yeah, bro,
Not
you
surprised,
changed.
but I was just like, holy shit!
It
Like
stopped. I went up until 2018, then it stopped because we'll get into that. What happened in 2018, and I had a micro tear on my shoulder, and I actually
was that
did.
from the dips?
It was from shoulder press. I was shoulder pressing. I think it was like 235.
Oof.
jeez.
But I have
Damn.
good news though. I'm cleared for next Monday.
Got a fucking boy about to get back in there.
Oh, it's
Let's
a
get
wrap.
it.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
wrap. I feel bad for the girl that's talking to me.
Damn, baby, I'm sorry.
Goddamn.
It's gonna be
Hey,
gym,
maybe-
work, home, sleep.
As it should be,
and
bro.
2K.
And
As it
2K.
should be, man. That's crazy though, bro. We were actually all like following your progress, bro. Like every single picture you post,
Yeah.
you just get fucking more
'Cause I was
cut. And I'm
thinking-
like, yo,
You went from because you were heavy on the calisthenic shit like the park
For like a
the,
full,
for a
like,
minute and then you
6-7
went
months.
into
I was
To the weights.
experimenting.
yeah and then you went heavy into the gym shit but
And I
you
can
really
tell
started
you one thing,
defining.
though, if you do calisthenics religiously for 6 months, the gym is lightweight.
Word.
Because once I went back, because you saw I did a whole thing of calisthenics,
For
and
a
I started
minute.
the gym.
Yeah.
I went straight to the bench press, and that shit was light
Damn.
because of so many push-ups.
Yeah, 'cause you mastered your body weight.
Put on like 60, 80 pounds of vest, do push-ups. But yeah, I can get back into it. I just can't wait, bro. October 7th, I got cleared by the doctor.
listen, man. I'm excited to hear that because when you were telling me, he was like, yo, now that shit stopped, bro. I was afraid, and then you told me you tore your rotator cuff. I'm like, damn, like he's really out of
Yeah.
commission right now.
Ooh.
So that's actually some great news, man. You brought to the table
Oh,
there,
yeah,
bro.
I can't wait.
I'm happy to hear that, bro, and we're definitely all looking forward to that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I'll
saying?
post a lot more shit up there.
Absolutely, bro. So we are approaching the ending in probably about like 2 more minutes of this segment. How about you give us a quick introduction into what happened to you in 2018? Because we were texting and you actually told me verbatim, fuck 2018, cuz. So how about you?
2018 was a rough year. After,
Yeah?
2017 going into 2018, and 18 was just a disaster. So after college, I was working, and then I signed up to be a corrections officer. But during that time is when I got locked up for bullshit, bro. We'll get
Yeah,
really
yeah.
into it when we get back to this.
Mhm.
But that was pretty much everything from that point on when I got locked up. Everything just went downhill, and then you start to lose hope, and you just don't see anything clear anymore, and you're just like, what are you gonna do?
You hit
What were
rock
you doing
bottom.
Right before,
I hit
my
hard,
bad?
but
What were you doing right before? What were you doing right before it? Like right after college? What were you doing? Like
I was working in buildings, trying to make my way up into becoming like an engineer or like a superintendent of like a big commercial building, and then I got a call. You got into corrections,
Nice.
and then that's when it happened.
That's crazy, bro.
So,
Exactly
so
right.
pretty much you were just Future was looking bright, getting
Oh,
started.
Future was right there. Then
God
all of
damn
a
it.
sudden, I just walked into a locked door, bro, and it was done.
Fucking bullshit, man. You trying to help the system. You trying to work for these motherfuckers, and then they ended up taking you in.
It was
That's
my
the
fault.
fucking irony. It was your fault. Hey, listen, man.
He's trying to give you some credit.
I'm trying to, feel me? I'm trying to make you feel good about yourself, man. Like, fuck these
I'll
guys.
tell you how they looked out for me when I got locked.
Beautiful, man. And we're gonna get into that right after this break, guys. So that was segment 1, man. I'm excited to get into this, man. Once again, our special guest is Tim here. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Check Box. I'm your host, Chec, and I'm surrounded by HP, Alec, Kenneth, and our special guest for the day, Tim. What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Word. So for those who missed segment 1, we gave a brief introduction to Tim, and then he spoke about tons of college stories back in our days at Mount St. Vincent.
That wasn't even cracking the surface.
It definitely wasn't, guys. And we're actually really going to get into the most important part of this episode, and that's basically, you know, Tim's journey to hitting rock bottom. All right. He's going to take us through what was going on in his mind during the situation and whatnot, from his court hearings to actually being behind a locked door. And then after that, we'll get into a more lighter aspect of his life. All right. So, Tim, man, how about you just walk us through the case, man? What exactly was going on?
All right. So, like I said, I just got into corrections.
Yeah.
Everything was fine for me, But right before I got into it, I was hanging out with some wrong people, bro. And I should have known better. But at that time, it's like I'm out of college. Like, any quick money for me is I'm in.
Yeah.
Which was a big mistake because that's not like me. You know
Not
what
for
I mean?
you.
For me, it's like, all right, I got to look at plan A, B, and C, or see what's going to happen after I do this. So, like I said, I'm going to be transparent, whatever. I hung out with some got involved with the wrong people, whatever, and they started, it wasn't even, it had nothing to do with like weed or anything like that. It was more on the checks.
Okay.
On the what?
Checks.
Checks.
Oh, checks.
Yeah. So
Checks.
Mhm.
Fraud.
Fraud.
Yes.
Checks.
And for
And for my dumbass that thought I could get away with it, is quick money is the worst way, bro.
Really quick, Perp, you was about to say something about the
I was
checks?
just saying for people that
could
know
be worse
fraud,
than
it's
those.
for people that might not understand scamming.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Shit for,
Yeah.
for the hood niggas.
And those that know, you will never get away.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
You
I,
might get away for a year if you're really good, or a couple of months. It ain't.
Hey,
you ain't
yeah,
gonna-
bro.
I have a question though because
Because I got sorry to cut you
Yeah,
off. I got
yeah,
caught
yeah.
when I stopped.
oh
you
man.
see how the world works though,
It's
right?
crazy.
You see
It's
how it works.
ridiculous.
Easy. That's
But
Oh,
my
dude.
question is this: is that coming from MSV, right? We were kind of protected in this like little kingdom, right? I'm not gonna front. Like we were. I mean, we had privileges. You guys had privileges that you would not be able to take advantage of.
Oh, my
You
God.
had,
At a university or some
outside.
shit. Yeah.
Do you think that you were still in that you felt invincible because of
That's a good question.
MSV? Because
I know what you
spent
mean.
so many
I know
years-
exactly what you mean. Because it's funny you say that because every time I left campus, I didn't
Yeah.
feel comfortable
Right.
when I was in
Right.
college.
You felt protected.
The moment I got into my dorm room, I felt like I was in heaven, bro. I
Like
felt
a
like
god.
nothing could touch me. I'm
Untouchable.
safe.
Yep. Me too.
I know for a fact there's
I
no
know you
cops
know
in
for
here.
Yeah.
It's just some bum ass security guards, and that's it.
And that's
And
it.
they're
Yeah.
not gonna do nothing. To
And
me.
you know that, and you were cool with
And
the
you
ones
know
that mattered.
They're cool with them.
Yeah.
They help you
Not the
out.
cool ones. The cool ones are cool.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But we had a couple bum ones there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
They were gone, though. Trust me. So continue, brother.
Yeah, so what happened was months went by, bro, and I'm like, nice, I got all this money, bro. That's it. You know, you stop. 2018, exactly 2018, January 25th.
The beginning of the year.
Just the start.
Right.
5:45 in the morning, I get a ring on my doorbell rings,
Shit.
and I'm like, oh, it's probably one of the tenants. My dad's probably gonna like tell him to fuck off or something. So I had one eye open. I'm listening, and I hear a guy say, "Hey, we're actually here to see your son." And this is where my heart dropped.
Oh,
This is where my heart
bro,
dropped.
my heart
because
just dropped when you said that. I'm like,
were they feds dressed up in like uniform?
Detectives, yeah, it was detectives. And right then and there, I knew what was happening. But my parents didn't. They had no clue, and they kept asking me. And it was the worst part was seeing like your parents.
your
like,
parents are old school too, you know?
yeah,
So-
especially my dad. My
Yeah.
dad is very old school. My mom is like very sensitive.
Mhm.
So
What did they think was going on at that point, though?
they had no idea. And when they asked me what was going on, I would say, "Ma, I have no idea," but I knew what was going on.
Of course, I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta say that.
I knew exactly
control
what
the
was going
situation
on
at the time.
And what sucks is that this thing goes by for 7, 8 months, and you're like, "Fine, I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
That's it."
Especially after like the third month, you're like,
and
fuck
you
it.
start thinking to yourself like, "Yo, I'm never gonna do some shit like that again."
Again, yeah.
And then boom, it just hit me, bro. And I knew right then and there, I'm like, there goes my career. There goes my career, because that Monday that they took me in, I was gonna go work. I just got into corrections. I was gonna go to work. It was embarrassing that I had to go back to John Jay and give everything back in. That was really embarrassing. So we got into the interrogation room, sitting there for hours, and he goes, he comes in, he's like, "Well, your mom says you don't know what." I said, "Bro, I know exactly what this is for. I'm not arguing with you." I'm like, "Let's hurry up. I want to get out of here." And he said to me, "Well, you're not going anywhere." He goes, "We're placing you under arrest." And I was like, "Oh, shit.
fuck.
Dude, I lost it. I really lost it. I didn't even, for a second, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was. I was embarrassed, bro. I'm like, this is not like where I'm supposed to be at, you know, because I've made a lot more smarter decisions than that. And I don't know, just this one time, I didn't get away.
Were you the only one that got caught in the group?
Yeah.
In the
You think
I
niggas
was the only
snitch?
one. Huh?
Wow.
Think niggas was
No,
snitching?
the way I did it was retarded.
Okay.
Okay, so you know where you.
Yeah, like
So
my
you-
face is in the camera and everything.
Ah,
It
fuck,
was
dude.
dumb. It was dumb.
So they.
In work clothes.
Oh shit! Come on, bro.
Come on.
Come on, Guzzy. Get him out of here, Guzzy.
I feel you though.
That's crazy, man. I couldn't even.
But let me tell you the funny part, though. So they take me to Manhattan bookings. They do my fingerprints. They put me in the cell, and now they gotta ask everybody if they yell their name out, and then they came up to me now. Now it was up to mine. So they yell the name, TIm Hoxa. I'm like, yeah. They're like, address. I give them my address. They go, what do you work for? And now I'm like, oh shit, bro. If I say this too loud, these inmates are gonna be really pissed. So I had to whisper it to her. I said, yeah, I work for the Department of Corrections. And then she got her keys. She's like, get this kid out of there. Da, da, da. So they got me out, and they put me into my own cell with the gate open, so I could go get food or I could go pee.
Wow. So you were actually getting treated
That's
rather
right.
well
Yeah.
compared to
Yeah.
the. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was
CO.
there was actually some points where inmates that came in were giving were fighting with COs, and I helped them while I was locked up.
That's great. No, that's you know.
Bro,
That's valid.
Because what you did was, I mean, what you did.
But you helping the COs, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of
Which
course.
jail was it?
Manhattan.
Manhattan Central Bookings.
Yeah.
The thing with that is that you didn't lie, bro. You didn't even try to avoid getting. You knew what you were there for, and that shit goes a long way. Clearly, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying that if you would have lied that you wouldn't have been treated that way, because maybe the whole CO shit is really what was like, you know, let's let this kid rock a little bit. But the fact that you wasn't lying, bro.
And I feel like for what it was for too, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot more deplorable shit that you could do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
But it was a
saying?
lot. It
Yeah.
wasn't like chump change.
Yeah.
Nah,
That was the
man.
problem.
Oh,
That was the problem.
Yeah.
Do you mind
that's
dropping
crazy.
a number? I mean,
Over 100.
Oh my
$100,000.
god.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
over 100.
$100, nigga. What you?
No, I'm saying like,
Over 100, about
But I had a
120.
really
100
good,
million.
and you know, my mom
Oh,
works in the city. She works, she does maintenance for the last 27 years. So one of the ladies that works there is a lawyer, and my mom went up to her while I was in down in Manhattan, and brought up this scenario to her, like, oh, one of my friends' sons, so and so, da da. And she goes, well, then my mom started crying. She's like, well, that person's my son.
Okay.
So
Wow.
she helped me a lot. She
The
helped me a
lawyer?
lot. Yeah.
Oh wow.
She helped me a lot. We were fighting, even though it sounds retarded. She was fighting to get it down to a misdemeanor, which I knew it was not going to happen.
Yeah.
So instead of hitting me with like an A felony,
Which is
like
It's
the
like the
worst.
the worst.
It's like
Yeah.
saying like first degree felony.
First, yeah, like nigga.
They actually hit me with the E felony,
Okay.
which is the lowest.
lowest. Okay.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a strategy, right? You aim super low so that you get something kind of like better anyway.
Yeah, because if they thinking A and you thinking E, I'll take C. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a C.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And, but the scary part was anything that was over E, I was doing time.
Time, yeah, doing time.
So
nigga.
that's where it was like it was a headache, and it was just sorry about that.
No,
it was
you're
just it was just bad.
That's
bro.
gut-wrenching,
I was
bro.
praying. I was
You know
praying.
what's
Cause-
wild? Now that I think about it, that shit must have been very hard mentally for you when you were in bookings. The fact that you
It was
weren't even in
embarrassing.
cuffs. Well, forget that. You weren't in cuffs. You had the door open. You're fucking helping these people that
was
they
a little
just
weird, yeah, it was
it's
a little weird.
like, oh, listen, you can help us. We can treat you like a fucking CO that you are, but you're still gonna get arrested,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
still you gotta
it's
get
like
back.
bittersweet almost.
It must have been hard for you in that moment just to think like, yo, these niggas is helping me out, but yet they not at the same time. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit,
Well, I
bro.
wouldn't really blame the corrections.
Yeah,
they were
Nah,
just
of course.
babysitting.
No,
That's
of
what
course,
it
no.
was.
All right.
It's just babysitting.
But nah,
But I
that's
know what you're saying. The law enforcement, like helping, yeah, it is crazy, man.
But how do you? I mean, if you even kept yourself sane, what's the process there? What's the thought process? What the fuck are you aiming for at this point?
what do you-
I
what
feel
are
like
you
you gotta
thinking
live
about?
this shit day to day. Like, how do you plan ahead right now? You know what I'm
during
saying?
during that whole process, bro, I just, oh man, it was tough. I
What was
just
day-to-day
praying-
like?
I was just praying to get this case over with, and then I said to myself, I'll deal with it afterwards. You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it
When the
afterwards.
dust settles, I'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
as long as I can get that E felony, I'm like, I'll deal with everything afterwards, and I'll do what I have to do, whatever. So, months and months of showing up, being pushed and pushed, fighting.
That's horrible, man.
Then, but like I said, my lawyer did a good job. We got, I got a hold of the DA. I found his name, and I had my lawyer actually get in contact with him, and we met up somewhere outside the.
That's
courtroom.
allowed. Like,
Yeah, I just had to like show him I'm not that type of person.
oh, I didn't even know you could. Wow.
Well, I mean, he's the one that's
No,
responsible.
Oh, I know that, but I didn't know you could. I
My
didn't know
life
this.
is
I
in
didn't.
his hands.
I know, of
basically.
course. No, I know that. I know, but I'm saying
You know
I
what I'm
didn't. I didn't even know that he would
So
entertain
I
you.
told my lawyer, I was like, yo, I got this guy's name, I got his number, even though I was a little upset because I was like, that's your job.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's get a meeting on one-on-one. I don't care if you're there or whatever. And she made it happen,
Dude,
bro.
no one
and
cares
pretty
more
much
than
just
you, bro.
poured myself out
That's a
there,
fact.
bro. And I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, don't do this to me.
How long was that conversation?
2 hours.
Wow. It was intense. Like,
That's crazy,
2
man.
hours.
yeah.
I knew I'm pretty good at reading people,
Yeah.
so I knew within the hour, I think I cracked it. I cracked them open, and I was
mean,
like, I got this.
I'm also
Yeah.
sure when he came to the house at 5:45 in the morning, he sees your father answer the door, and he's completely lost as to why he's asking for his son. Like, I'm sure he knew right then and there, like, damn, like, this is a good family. Like, this guy comes from a good family, you know what I'm saying? I think he just got caught up with the wrong guys, you feel me?
You
Like,
talking about the
the
DA?
DA, I'm sure he probably felt that, realized that, bro,
Even
right
the
then and
cops
there.
that came and arrested me that morning, they even said to me, I'm not going to cuff you. You seem like a gentleman.
Yo, bro,
Yeah.
facts, bro. I mean,
But little do they know.
Niggas was working, nigga. Fuck is you
so
talking
it really
about?
hurt, bro. It really hurt because you know who it actually hurt me the most that my father had to be there.
Yeah.
I was hurt for my mom too because every lady is sensitive. You know, they don't want to see their son get locked up.
but your pops.
But my dad,
Oof.
it really hurt me because he already went through this
Damn. So
with
it's
my brother,
Your uncle.
who's
Your brother.
my brother, who's
Okay.
still locked up. So now I was thinking to myself, wow,
he's watching his other
he
son.
probably feels like
What did
a
I do?
failure.
Yeah,
What did I
yo.
do?
What did I do? What did I do?
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that really bothered me. That bothered me a lot. So I was
Nah,
like,
I can't even
I could
imagine.
I could only imagine. It's just see, because I know how you are with your fam too. So it's could only imagine, man. But
that was
Yeah.
the worst feeling.
shit,
If I was to like pick either being locked up or that was the worst feeling.
nah,
I
100%.
felt bad that I put them through that shit. Man.
I mean,
What was it like? I mean, we could get back to it, but like how long did it take to not rekindle? Because your parents, they're gonna love you forever, man. But like, did that
They
damage?
didn't hate me. They didn't hate me or nothing like that. But you know, moms, bro. Everything you do is, where you at now? Where you going now?
Okay.
They got that whole thing behind
Yeah.
their head, like I don't want him
This
to get in
nigga.
trouble.
they want to make sure you're
Yeah,
safe,
yeah,
bro.
That starts getting annoying.
It definitely does.
I-
So,
But I understand.
Yeah.
so all right, this happened in January. Months and months of court hearings. At what point did they come to the verdict and you got your sentence or whatever the case may be?
So
or your
7 months later, they finally hit it. They said we're gonna hit you with a felony, and you have 3 years probation. So I'm currently on probation now.
all
On
right.
the 11th of the month. I don't even have a PO.
Oh, nice.
I go scan on the kiosk and I'm
Yeah.
out.
Bet
2 seconds.
that's valid.
What are
But
the
it's
conditions? What are the conditions of the probation?
Just gotta be on good,
Don't
good
get locked up,
terms.
don't
Don't
get
get
locked
locked
That's
up.
it.
Nothing.
Do they do any drug? Because I know some people do.
Yeah, they do for
So-
some people, but they didn't do. They're not doing it for me.
Cool.
They're not
So-
doing it for me, and so that's like once they hit the decision, that's when I told myself I was like, all right, now I gotta figure it out, and that was tough
Yeah.
because at this point, like, I go home, no job,
Right.
and I'm thinking to myself, nobody's gonna want to hire this kid.
Yeah, because you got the.
So this is the point of
This
rock
is
bottom.
where rock bottom hits,
Well,
bro.
to be honest, I mean,
It wasn't even getting locked up.
You played it well, I think, for your own sanity to live in the present, because I feel like thinking about the future going through all that stuff is just gonna. Anxiety is all about stressing about the future. You know what I'm saying? Wait till you handle whatever you do, and that's exactly
Yeah.
what you did. And so I mean, I agree with the way that you
Yeah.
handled it, because you were needed for yourself, like, at the present. Now again, like, the rock bottom hit. What were your first moves?
Bro, this was the worst feeling anybody could go through. Because after that whole thing happened, now it's like, all right, I'm not getting into law enforcement. There's no chance.
Yeah.
anymore.
I was about to ask. Yeah, what about
that's
the
so
CEO?
it's
done.
like
That's
they're
done.
gonna look at me and they're gonna be like,
Are you
you
stupid?
got a felony on
Yeah,
you.
like, why you even
out of here? And so
get him at it?
2
him
weeks
outta
go by, 3. Now it's like 2 months go by, and I'm like, bro, nobody wants to hire me, bro.
Straight up.
I went to at least 18 interviews,
Shit.
and all 18 did a background check.
And
They did a background. The worst part is they did a background check when all the application was done already.
Yeah.
Like, I was ready
That's
to
how it
start.
goes.
Da, da, da. Always
What
a
type of
fucked up
jobs did you?
feeling,
What type
bro.
of jobs did you go for?
I was going more into like engineering.
Gotcha.
You know,
And you were
'cause
getting these shits. I'm
Huh?
assuming you were getting them, and it was just that background shit that was just fucking
that
you.
background check messed me up every
So-
single time.
so-
So after I got locked up, like I said, I was looking for jobs. I did my part. I went to like a private school almost, and I got all my licenses to become an engineer.
Wait, really quick. How long did you get locked up for?
It wasn't long, bro. It was like 5 to 7 days. I got really lucky, bro. I got lucky. It was supposed to be more,
Yeah,
but
it's
That,
crazy.
that court
But
process, nigga. that shit.
But
Yeah.
what happened was when I got locked up, they sent me a lawyer from corrections in my union. So
word?
he's the one that begged them.
Negotiated that?
Just like, yo, you see his family's here, they're supporting him. He's not a bad guy. It's his
Yeah.
first time he got in trouble.
Don't do that to him.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you
then
handled
was
it
like-
pretty
'cause
well,
my
man.
bond was supposed to be 15 grand. That
Wait,
might not sound a lot, but that's
no,
a lot.
that's a lot.
Wait,
I was gonna
it's
say,
a lot.
It's a lot.
No, I was gonna
It's
say
a
because
lot.
the bond, don't you gotta pay it full, and there's a difference between bond and bail, right?
Yeah.
There's a difference between bond and
What's
bail.
the difference?
No
I-
clue, bro. I don't want to know nothing about that shit.
Nah, I think the bond, you gotta pay straight up, but bail is like 10% of it. So I'm don't quote me on it. I'm saying straight up, don't quote me.
might
But
be
I know there's a
some stuff,
difference
right?
on it, cause I know niggas be like, yo, $100,000 for his bail. But when it's that, you only gotta pay like 10% of it. So niggas be like, yo, I got that $1 million, $1 million, 10% of a million is a lot. But
It is.
you feel me? So yeah, so I
Here we
mean,
go.
you probably have to pay the whole 15.
I got you right now, really quick, and then we'll
Oh,
get back
right.
on this conversation. So bail is the money a defendant must pay in order to get out of jail.
Yes.
A bond is posted on the defendant's behalf, usually by a bail bond company, to secure his
Oh,
or
and then
her
you gotta pay
release.
it back, and then that's,
Yes.
that's when the
Yeah.
whole
Pretty much a
thing-
loan.
Yeah, so
that's
bail
what
is you
everybody
pay
wants.
their bond, you have to get help to pay it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So continue, brother.
So
the
weeks go
application
by,
and shit.
bro. I didn't get any calls. And at this point, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm like, yo, there's no point in me even living here, bro. I'm like, I really thought about leaving.
Like,
I
wait.
mean, the worst part is like you see your friends you went to school with, and they're like, to imagine if they knew what the fuck I was going through. I'm like, everybody's becoming a doctor, everybody's becoming this, that,
Yeah.
and here you go, somebody who had it all made for me, just fucking gone.
This is crazy to hear right now.
It's gone.
It is,
It is crazy because I never expected it to happen.
No, but just
Bro.
knowing who you were,
Right.
the way we started it, just knowing who you were, just about your shit. You were always 10 steps ahead. You get what I'm saying? So like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to
There
hear
was
that.
no one that could scheme me.
No one could scheme you,
And
then
I
so,
scheme myself,
bro.
bro.
And then I feel you, Tim, to be Tim, and then tell people, oh yeah, like, oh what's up, yeah. You seeing like you said, you seeing everybody become doctor, whatever they were trying to do, and then everybody's can't wait to see what Tim is doing. Then it's like, oh yeah, I just got locked, and
Yeah,
I
and
lost
you know
everything.
What some people are saying, I'm not surprised, right?
Fuck those guys.
I'm sure you're gonna see guys like that. But
You're
trust
gonna
me,
hit people like that all the time.
That's
bro.
that's
I'm
inevitable.
surprised.
Yeah, and that's what matters. They can eat a fucking huevo.
It is
so
what it
I
is.
went. So I went. I got my licenses, and I'm like, dude, there's gotta be. Oh yeah, let me get back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
So I was saying to myself, I'm like, sitting in my room, bro. I'm like, yo, I can't be sitting here all day, bro. I'm like, I gotta do something. There's been points where I'm like, I gotta just. I almost packed my shit up and just left, bro, somewhere. I'm like, I gotta go somewhere.
Damn.
Cause I'm like, I'm not gonna be that fucking kid that somebody laughs at and be like, oh, I went to school with
And
him.
just stay like
What a
that.
moron.
Yeah.
Now,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to ask. So you just wanted to leave New York in general to
Yeah, the
avoid
country.
the country?
No,
I wanted to
no,
leave,
that's
I
what
wanted to leave the
assumed he was
country,
saying.
bro.
Oh, I thought you
I was ready to go to Albania and never come back.
That's what I was.
Word?
Yeah,
Like it was like that?
it was like that, bro.
Damn, cuz.
Dude,
Damn,
rock
cuz.
bottom
And
is
the
man.
only thing that fucking kept me from not leaving was because I'm on probation.
Wow. Yeah.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah.
Thank God though. 'Cause
Yeah.
this nigga shit,
The
my nigga.
probation
Wow.
sucks, bro. I couldn't even go to Espo's. Esposito had a bachelor party in
Yeah,
Vegas.
I saw.
I couldn't go.
Oh, I
You
saw
can't
Snakes.
even fly
Snakes.
out.
I
even fly
can't.
anywhere?
I tried to go get permission.
Oh
They
my
didn't give it to
God.
me.
Shout out
That's
to
fucked
Spo,
up.
man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Spo.
I mean, I
He's
never
getting
met him,
married.
but I saw that
He's getting
Snakes.
married.
I saw Snakes and all them was all there. Zahid and all them. I fuck with
Yeah,
Snakes
that
and all
really
them.
upset me.
I
See,
can
that's something
imagine.
else, bro. It just bothers me, bro.
That's horrible, man.
Yeah, bro.
So, I mean, you have people that hit rock bottom and fucking they have death on their mind, like suicide.
I was gonna bring it up.
yeah,
I was gonna bring that up.
you could bring that up. Did it come into my mind? Maybe once or twice, but I'm not gonna do that. My whole goal was just get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Like where somebody don't know me, there's no records of me,
Yeah, yeah.
nothing like that.
You just wanted to be a
Start
whole new
fresh.
person.
Wants to
bro.
be a whole new
Clean
person.
Slate.
Yeah.
But then you gotta think about your family. Honestly, if it wasn't for my family, I'd probably be like somewhere gone, bro. Like fucked up.
Yeah, bro. Nah, I mean, I
My
definitely,
mom really held it down.
bro. I can imagine, bro. Your
The
family
mama,
was,
man.
My mom held it down.
yo, bro. As
she knew
as she
when-
should, bro.
Like she knew I was like going
I'm
through.
going through it. They always know.
Mothers always
They
know,
feel
bro.
that shit.
They know.
She knew. She knew. Like
Like, how long you think it took? How like what was that process like getting out that funk? Like how you think it was? Like how long you think you were in that funk? Like just lost. Like no
a good 3
Direction.
months,
yeah.
bro. 3 months, man.
Wow.
I was online. I was looking up like tickets. I'm like, dude, I can't buy a ticket. What the fuck am I thinking?
That's the
bro?
worst part. Yeah.
I can't buy a ticket, so I'm like, let me drive to Canada. They're gonna keep me on the border, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
I got
yeah.
stopped by the cops last week, bro. They ran my thing. They're like, "Oh, you're on probation. Great. I can't go anywhere, bro. I can't go nowhere, bro." And
That's
it's
crazy,
nuts,
Probation
bro.
is annoying as fuck.
Nuts, bro. And then just to have jobs that look at your record, and then they're like, "Oh, felony, grand larceny."
And they just fucking
Shit,
think you're this
They
kind of
just
guy
think
that
I'm
you're
that
not.
guy. Yeah, but shit happens, bro. But it is the worst, man. You just gotta be strong, bro. You gotta be strong. Like, I had to remind myself, I'm like, I'm not this weak person, bro. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not this weak. I never was a weak person. Like, I don't need anybody, you know.
Yeah.
But at that time, yeah, I did need my parents. But other than that, I had
I
to
think-
remind myself, I'm
yeah,
not
and-
weak. Like, I'll always find a way.
Yeah. This
I
brings.
don't care if I have to sell knives door to door. I'm gonna
It's
find
run
a
the
way,
way.
bro.
Yeah. No. It just,
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Huh?
This-
Shout out Vector.
it brings up a point too that I brought up before, bro. Of just like, just there's because we're people like we don't like show emotion and stuff like that or just whatever, but it's always important to have those people that you can be vulnerable around. And you probably felt that, man. You just say, I mean, anybody can be vulnerable around their parents, but that definitely helps, bro. And I'm assuming that definitely helped you being able to be vulnerable during this time. And of course, gladly it was your parents. You know what I'm saying? They're never gonna fuck you over. You get what I'm saying? But damn, man,
Yeah,
I
it
could
was
imagine.
my parents and my best friend.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
actually gonna ask you, like, did you ghost like
I went
the
ghost
rest
on
of your-
everybody
that-
but
that's
one
what I was
person.
gonna
Yeah.
ask.
Bro,
Right.
I was gonna say,
I was looking him up on IG and
And
his
it was
page
that point I
wasn't popping
remember
up.
when
And
you were
then,
like, "Yo, I can't find Tim."
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
there was
on
one
everything.
point where it was like Tim, we were talking about your physique and shit like that at one point, and then after a while, he was like, "Yo, I can't find Tim,
At all,
like,
bro.
Yeah, and I was
Tim
gonna say
ain't
you
going.
you even had a
That
little
was the time.
sponsorship
And
with
I think
that
that
with
was
that
it.
dude,
Yeah.
right? The little thing.
body
was-
nutrition or body, what was it?
Faruko.
Factution.
Faruko,
Fact-
you stupid. Fact nutrition. There we go.
Faruko, I'm bugging it.
Faruko. No, Factory's his name. Yeah.
Factory, something like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but once you
Lord
saw my
Farquaad.
page disappear, that's when it happened.
Right.
I was
crazy,
gone.
man.
Yeah, I
I was gone.
this nigga that had a
Shit
sponsorship,
together.
bro, some fucking company, protein,
You
whatever.
really
the
did,
fuck
bro.
it was.
Yeah, I made sure I disappeared, bro.
No, you did a good
As
fucking
you
job.
It was like a mixture of like being embarrassed and pretty much I didn't want anyone to know my business. I never did.
No, yeah.
As you shouldn't, brother. As you
But
shouldn't.
I pretty much cut everybody off.
No.
I cut everybody off, but my family and my best friend, he's like a brother.
Yeah.
Those three and plus my sister were the ones that helped me a lot.
No.
That's what's
But
But you
that's
really
what's
got to
up,
just
bro.
remind yourself, bro, like you're not weak. You
Yeah.
can find a way, bro. That's why I have no pity for homeless people that aren't mentally ill.
Okay.
I have no pity for them, bro. You
I
can always
feel you.
find a way. If you're mentally ill, all right.
Yeah.
But
And then
Nah, you
would
always
you
find a way.
would you agree with this, right? Because this is something that I ran into and it hit me hard. Because or it doesn't matter, but it hit me hard. And I ran into it, and I wish I had the exact quote, but I'm paraphrasing. But it was something along the lines of, if you like, you know what you want to do, or you have a passion, or whatever the case may be, and you don't pursue it, or you don't decide to be great at it, something in you wants to be a piece of shit. Like something in you doesn't want to be great. Would you agree with that? Like, if you're not reaching your full potential, it's not the fact that maybe you don't got it in you. It's just the fact that something in you actually just doesn't want to be good.
Something in
Something
you
in
is
you wants to be a
stopping you.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you? How you feel about like what do you?
It's true.
Yeah, you would say it's true.
It is true. It's like somebody that wants to work out.
But you
I
never
wanna
go.
have the best body ever, but bro, when are you gonna? When is that tomorrow gonna happen?
Yeah, but
But
I
do you
think
think it's really the person? It's something inside the person that wants to be a piece of shit.
I say yes. I say
Yeah.
yeah, and then I'm glad that you agree with me because I agree, bro. Because when I started looking at it like that, like yo, nah, like is it me? Like something, a part of me actually doesn't like want to be what I want to be.
But
You know what I'm
is the
saying?
positive in that? Because everything should have
Because
a motive, right?
I know, but then because
What's the
Mostly,
motive
it's
in
mostly
being-
fear that
but
stops
yeah,
you.
but for example, like for me personally, one thing I struggle
saying
with
it's wrong,
sometimes.
I'm just-
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
But
rationalize
for
it,
me
yeah.
personally, one thing I feel like I stop myself a lot. Sometimes I lack in confidence a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the type of nigga where like if I realize like, all right, yo, shit, nah, it's really on. I make excuses a lot sometimes, and that's my biggest flaw. And you can't. How you gonna make an excuse on that when it's you? There's no excuse there. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what me is like. All right, it made me realize that you bullshitting.
Yeah,
yourself.
I
those
agree.
excuses.
I
Wanting,
agree.
did you want to be? Did you want to?
Bro,
Be
when no, I'm saying when it was like, oh damn, do I want to be a piece of shit? Nah. Then I kind of had a little moment where like, oh shit, you know what I'm
It
saying?
might just be more settling than anything. It's like I'll settle for less.
I was about to
Exactly.
say, man. I think it just comes
A lot
down
of
to
people settle for
complacency.
less.
Yeah, I think it
That's
just
a
comes
big
down
Bro,
problem.
to
comfort is
I don't
dangerous.
think it's want. I
Bro,
think it's
comfort
Comfort is
is
very
dangerous,
dangerous.
bro. And I've learned that. I learned it a different way, but like, bro, comfort is. On my mother's life, when we were driving here today, I was just thinking to myself, and I was just like, yo, I think, oh my mom, bro, that's crazy. Like when we were driving over here, I was like, yo, I think one thing I'm gonna challenge myself to do is to look to be uncomfortable, in a lot of aspects of my life.
Yeah, look at all these entrepreneurs. You gotta learn to be
You gotta
comfortable when you're
adapt to
uncomfortable.
change because change is the one thing that doesn't matter, bro. Change is inevitable. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So and then look at everybody, just people that survive and anything, just people that can adapt. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
in the humans in the summer, we adapt. We take the fucking coats off. When it gets cold, we put the coats on. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be able to change. If you don't put your coat on in the winter, you might not survive, brother. You know what I'm saying? So like you got to be able to adapt, man. And then
And I think that's probably more of what it is. I feel like we're creatures of habit, and we don't like to exert extraneous energy when we don't need to. Our bodies are made like that. Our bodies are not meant to be are not meant to be pushed in
Yeah.
the ways that our society is built to promote.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's just put it
okay.
that way, right? Our
Okay.
bodies aren't made for that. Our bodies are made to survive.
Yeah.
Literally be a fucking couch potato piece of shit.
just be
Fuck,
alive.
Fuck, eat, sleep. That's literally
Reproduce,
what we're made to
yeah.
be.
Yeah,
What-
but
what
those 3
society-
months that I was doing that, I'm telling you,
It's the worst.
depression,
no,
man.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It
but let me
kicks
tell you.
in.
No, but let me tell you something. That's what our bodies are made for, right?
Yeah.
But society and the goals that we've created for ourselves to be acceptable goals, to be positive members in society.
Right.
Are completely contradictory to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think about it. So I don't. This is what I'm saying. I don't think so much that it's us wanting to be pieces of shit.
think
I
it's
just feel
settling
like
for it.
I feel like
Settling
our
for the
habit
nature.
and I feel like our natural thing is just happens to be a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I see what
feel
you're saying.
like-
I didn't look at it like that.
We don't want. No one wants.
Okay,
to be
okay,
At the
yeah.
end of
I
the
never
day,
thought about it like
At
that.
the end of the day, all of this has to do with money.
100%.
All of it.
Money
100%.
matters.
Money's the
bro.
rule
All
of
of it.
happiness, man.
Because if money wasn't involved with the last incident, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
And if you also had money, you probably wouldn't be feeling the way you were because you would have had money to take that trip to Albania, whatever the case may
I
be.
would've been out of here.
And,
Wow.
I mean, also if you was making crazy money too, you would have been like, 100K, that ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do that. No, all right.
Yeah, for
But
real, man. Tim,
you feel me?
I definitely appreciate you sharing that story with us, man. And we're gonna end segment 2 right here. When we come back, we're gonna talk about the comeback now, man. You know what I'm saying? You hit rock bottom. Now you're a junior engineer in Manhattan, and I wanna get the folks into that conversation. All right, guys, stay tuned.
47 shots.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Chec Box. I am your host, Chec, and I'm surrounded by HP, Alec, Kenneth, and our special guest for the day, TIm. What's going on, bud?
What's up, guys?
Yes. So for those who missed the first 2 segments, we opened up with a brief introduction of Tim and some old college stories we all went through together. And then in the second segment, we got into when he pretty much hit rock bottom. He got a case, and the verdict was felony. Spent a couple of days in jail, and now he's back, better than ever. Spoke to us how he was feeling, what was going through his mind, and exactly what he did to get to where he's at now, and that's what we're going to get into, Tim. So how about you give us a little bit more insight into what you do now? I know you mentioned you went on a bunch of interviews, and you got tons of denies. So at what point did you get a call back?
Well, the crazy part is I didn't get denied.
Oh.
The crazy part is that my background check is what messed me up.
Fucked you up. Okay, I'm sorry.
I wanted to ask.
They gave me the job. All of them gave me the job.
and then
but
it was
at the end, when they did the background check, it was like, hey, I'm sorry, but
Give me that.
I was gonna ask.
you gotta get out of here.
I was like, you get out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
So I
Fucking.
literally have all my emails, bro. I think I went on maybe 25.
I was gonna say, so after like the 4th, 5th,
I gave up after 25.
but after the 4th or 5th,
Yeah.
wait, after the 4th or 5th interview, did it hit you like, oh my god, here we go? Like once you got to
I
the
was
steps
gonna
and say,
give up on my 5th try,
okay, but I'm saying,
but
but
I
after
somehow made it to
That's
25.
Alright, that's good range.
I'm gonna just try out 20.
I would just keep going for fucking. I didn't even wash the suit, bro. I just hung it out. I just hung it out.
Fuck
I didn't
that.
even wash it. I just hung it out so I could just put it right back
Back on
and
and go.
It was
Yeah,
crazy,
but,
bro.
but did it become like a routine? Like, all right, I got accepted. All right, here we go. They're
Were
gonna
you just
dump me now because of the background check.
No, I
Like,
was just kept praying, bro.
okay,
I kept praying that eventually somebody
you look past it.
would just look past it, realize I'm a genuine person. Like, I work hard.
Right.
I was gonna
That
say,
never
I think
happened.
The positive from that is you at least know, like you at least came into the interviews like knowing exactly how it's gonna go down, pretty much every time.
Yeah,
Like,
and there wasn't a question that I
you
never
couldn't
answered.
answer,
Yeah.
So that's like a plus thing, I guess. Having been on 20 plus interviews, like,
Yeah.
nothing.
There's nothing. Yeah, there was nothing that they could ask me about.
no
Like,
curveballs.
yeah,
Did you do
they
anything?
try to throw me curveballs.
Right.
Yeah, they try to throw me a lot of curveballs,
You've seen them already.
and I already caught them. And I'm like, well, this can't happen.
Well, you were a catcher
if
too.
So and so happens in a building.
yeah.
So they try to trick me, but there's nothing they could do to try to get me to mess up
So-
on any question that has to do with engineering or how to run a building.
Yeah.
Because
Did you
my
do-
father's been a super for 27 years.
Yeah,
So
the
I've always
experience.
shadowed him since I was 12.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing they could
Tell you.
tell me. Like,
Fuck out of here, man.
you know, there's actually been times where I had to tell, like, when they would do a walkthrough in the building,
You tell them.
I was
shit.
telling them, like, yo, that breaks code, bro. I'm like, you got to cover that up.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that's funny. They're like, shit, I
That's
ain't know
you
that.
fucking should, man.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's-
25 interviews.
25 interviews, goddamn, somebody's got to.
Yo, that's what I'm saying.
And you know what? I bet for at least a few of them, they were like, "Damn,
Wish it could
A lot of them were
I
like
wish I could
that.
have this
A
guy,
lot of them
but
were like that, bro.
It's a risk."
I swear, a lot of them were like that.
And
Especially
a lot
like
of them
the
were
cool
corporate.
guys.
This is corporate you're dealing with, so
Corporate.
so
Oh, you're doing commercial
that's,
buildings?
That's
Yeah.
exactly why
Commercial building. These,
Yeah.
I had a lot of those guys where, like, I would go in, like, the head engineer was like, "Fuck, I really wanted you here, bro. I'm sorry that happened."
Damn.
That's tough, man. But I'm sure, you know, it's
I'm a
crazy,
numbers
bro.
guy, bro.
You are, but it's insane how you went
I'll ask
through all of that.
100 people, somebody's gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Right, and you just you knew you weren't that weak person like you mentioned last
Yeah.
segment, bro, and
Yeah.
that's crazy. So walk us through when you actually
The
did
breakthrough.
get accepted. Well, actually got the full job even with the background check.
I was thinking the other day, man, it's crazy how, like, because I guess I think about all these homeless people because I see them on my way to work. That could have honestly been me if I didn't have my family or if I just gave up.
Yeah.
Dude,
Can you imagine a homeless guy, bro? He
Dude,
probably went on
dude,
30 interviews and he was like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm just going to sit over here. I couldn't do that, bro.
Talking like Joey.
Especially when I had friends.
Something like Joey.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Get you some water.
It's facts though.
Niggas
So-
be like,
Joey,
niggas be
so-
like, what's up, Papi? You good today? You good today? I'm like, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Like it.
You got some?
Oh, nah, it's alright, Poppy. God bless you. Got some food though.
alright, Papi. No
You
doubt,
got some. You got an apple. You got some? I'll take anything.
That ass. But back to it, man. So,
Yeah,
25.
So 25. So another reason why I didn't stop was because of like the friends. Like even though I took myself off of social media, I still had, I was still seeing you
media
guys
friends.
and all that. And I'm like, dude, I can't have my friends making it and me being who I was, being a bum.
Bum.
I was not gonna let that happen, bro. So I went on another interview, and this was I had a great feeling, bro, because it looked like he was desperate.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It looked like he was
Sometimes you
desperate.
need that, yeah.
Because he was asking me and begging me, like, you sure there's something you could do? And I'm like, bro, I could start today. He goes, all right, because, you have to have this license, this, and we can't find nobody.
And you was
I
like,
knew right then and there, bro. I'm like, this gotta be it, bro. This
yeah,
has to be it.
Really quick, you mentioned licenses. That reminds me. Don't you need some type of certs to even do what you're doing?
Yeah, I got all of
He
them.
got the license.
Oh, you-
He
oh,
mentioned that.
I got
Yeah,
all of
You
them.
meant? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I must have
'cause
missed
right
that.
after I got locked up, during those 2-3 months I couldn't find anything, I went and made sure I got my license.
Okay.
So
Smart.
that was the first step.
Good shit.
Key. That's a big key right there.
Did
Don't
you
let that
ever
go over
get-
your heads.
Throughout the whole interview process, did you ever get asked, or have you ever been convicted of a felony
Yeah.
in person? I
feel like every-
how did you answer
Yeah.
that? How did you
Do
go
it the
about,
most straight face possible, bro. No.
Oh! I thought you was doing. I was about to.
That's why you didn't fucking get me.
Yo.
Someone had to. Bro.
No, dude. No,
I
no,
was-
fucking
I
boy.
was desperate, kid.
dude.
Nah,
But listen,
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
Be like, oh, I forgot about that. That was so
I mean,
long ago. It was 3 months ago.
6 months ago. I'm sure they give people with felonies a
Time
fucking
flies.
chance, though. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
not
At
corporate.
all.
No way.
Not,
Oh man.
At all, bro.
Not,
At
especially
all.
in
Shot,
not,
dude.
not in that
But
type of field.
But I will say, I mean, with the whole desperate, because the thing is, like with super or engineer stuff like that, like their main thing is that they just don't want violations. They don't want all this stuff. So like if they
No, it's
have,
more than that, bro.
No, I'm just, but that's a
more
part
than
of
that.
it. No, that's a big part of it, though, right?
Oh yeah, violations, yeah, but it's a lot more than that. Like just last week, I had almost 25 floors flooded with water, bro.
Oh my god.
Right, and being able to deal with something like that.
Yeah.
So someone with expertise. This is my thing, though.
I know you're going.
Why don't they, for
Look
example,
past that.
Yeah, look past it, right?
their
I'm
expertise?
sure.
Yeah,
sure.
I get it.
There's
You know what it is?
They're not all
There's
nice
always
guys like you,
there's
bro.
always
I know, I understand.
You know,
And-
you're gonna have, oh yeah, sure, let me give him a thing.
But how many
Boom,
people
and I
like
sneak
that are
into
out
an
there?
office building and take a lot of checks.
Is it a right?
And there's also people higher than that person that's hiring him. So if they see, yo, you fucking hired this goddamn criminal, he's working in my company, get the fuck out of here. Get this guy out of here.
You and him done.
Is it a saturated?
Get him out of here. Hey, get him out of here.
Is that a saturated job title though? Is that something that that industry
Engineering?
Yeah. Is it like they can
very
just
hard.
pick up any?
No, you can't just pick anyone
Like you
up.
said, the licenses.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying, are there a lot of people out there with the license that have the?
I don't.
You have
potential to
people.
be
Well, the dude's position that I took
Yeah.
had all the licenses, but didn't even know how to do electric work.
Copy.
Fucking asshole.
So
But he was a
on
good guy.
paper, on
He's
paper.
a good guy. Wasn't a felon,
guy.
right?
Yeah.
Good guy, bad
Work
worker. What are you gonna
harder.
do?
Be better.
So I got on the interview, and I could he had like a sense of desperate in him, because it's very hard to find people.
Yeah.
He said, I've been these people that are coming to interviews, they're old, they're telling me they're only gonna stay 5 years, Then he's got guys that really don't know what they're doing. You can go to some bougie place and get fake licenses, bro. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything.
And every-
You were
in
probably
every
his
field,
25th
too.
interview. He was like, fuck, I need to.
So I had a good feeling on my way home. On my way home in the train, I get out. It was I'm in Queens. I'm about to walk into my door. I get a phone call. It's a 212 number. So I'm like, it's either them. The day of, once I got home. So it's either them or it's somebody else.
The feds.
No.
Oh, them. Who? The boys.
Jesus Christ.
The boys. Oh, we didn't even get to the rock bottom. This was it.
So I get a call and they're like, hey, you were just in here. I was wondering if you could come back Friday for a second part. I think that day it was on a Tuesday. I was like, yeah, absolutely, bro. I hung up the phone. I was like, fuck it. I was like, I got this, bro.
Yeah.
But then I didn't want to be too happy because then I was like, every time that happens, and
Yeah.
boom, I'm gonna sit on
Whap.
my couch again. And
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I got another phone call from the same company, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? They're like, oh, it was just confirming that you're coming in tomorrow, so and so. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. Can you send me an email, like a confirmation email? They sent it to me. I called them back. I had a question, and it was if I had to wear a suit again, because I'll be honest, I hate wearing suits.
Yeah.
It's trash.
So I called him back. I was like, oh, by the way, do I really have to get dressed up? Da, 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 even though it's a dumb question. You should always get dressed up.
yeah.
True.
I was like, yeah.
But she said, no, you don't. And actually, you don't have to come in tomorrow. When she said that to me, I said I lost it.
Yeah.
Oh, my
That's
God.
what I would have thought.
Because I thought she thought to myself, like, this kid doesn't want to get dressed.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't need him. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have to come in? She's like, you start Monday.
Oh.
I was like, wow. But I still didn't want to get my hopes up. Because I was like, they still got to do a background check.
Oh, shit.
But did they tell you, like, you were aware that they didn't do it yet? They didn't. Oh, they kept you posted, like, sir, we still got to do your
It's
background
always
check,
like
but
that.
you
You,
start
you go
Monday.
on the interview, you do the
I
application.
feel like that's always the last thing, right?
It's
Yeah,
the last
it's
thing.
always-
No, it is, but I mean, did you hear from these the other 24? Hey, you start Monday, and then I don't know where they call you Sunday. Like, listen, we just did your background check, or were they?
Yeah.
Oh,
They would
really?
tell me to start Monday, and they would call me on like a Saturday. They'd be like,
Fuck your whole shit up.
Yeah.
Fuck your
Wow.
day
So
up.
you? Oh my.
Fuck
You
your
went
week
through
up.
that 20.
It's like
how many
24,
times? How many
25
times?
Your
times.
day
bro.
got fucked up 25 times like that. God,
Bro,
Oh.
and those aren't regular fucked up days, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a hard dropper.
Bro,
Did it ever
Heart
get-
sinkers.
think about
Did you get
somebody that
used to
goes
that?
on 4 interviews, bro. You give up.
Did it ever
20.
get to the point?
No,
where,
25.
bro. I have all the emails printed out, bro.
We might have to flash to
I was
show
about
them
to say, like,
in this, right?
Did they leave you a voicemail? You would listen to the voicemail and not even call
No, I
back
always
'cause you
picked
would
up.
know? Oh, okay.
I always picked up. I always wanted to hear what they had to say.
Yeah,
so
you say it to my
continue, bro.
face,
Start
motherfucker.
Monday.
So they told me to start Monday, and I didn't tell my parents yet because I'm like,
Still gotta
just
know.
gonna fuck it up like the other 25 times.
We've been through this.
So now it's Sunday, bro, and I'm like, yo, I didn't get a call, bro.
Nice.
I didn't get a call. I showed up Monday, and I've been there ever since, bro.
Yo, bro, I'm
That's
fucking
amazing.
happy
I'm
as
so
fuck
happy.
right
Crazy,
now,
bro.
dude.
I have real
Very
like
crazy,
happiness
bro.
right
I
now,
gotta
my
dap you
nigga.
up.
It's very crazy
Yeah,
because I
real
know
talk.
if they did do it, I was not getting that job.
They probably
So
did
dude,
do the
I was about to
check.
say.
just-
I don't think
were
they
just
did.
like, fuck
They
it.
were desperate, bro.
Whatever.
How long
They
have
said
you
we don't.
been-
I don't want
And
to
ever
know.
I've been
If
there.
you a fan,
What are we? We're in
please
October
don't
now?
let it show.
Yeah, we just started.
Been over 5 months.
Okay. Let's
Wow,
just hope they
man.
don't.
Yeah.
Crossing fingers.
That's solid, Tim, and
That's solid.
I'm just so
I-
fucking happy
I
to
got
hear that.
very, very. I don't know if it's luck, bro. I don't know if it's luck.
I know. I know.
It wasn't
no,
luck.
no.
It was definitely
No.
persistence because I think you're a guy of numbers, just like you
Yes,
said.
persistence.
If you did,
Yeah.
if you didn't
Yeah.
Wait.
Like,
give yourself all those opportunities, you know what I'm saying?
Have you?
in my head,
the
I
odds are
pictured it
against you.
all. In my head, I was like a hunter, bro. I was like, I'm flipping all these fucking rocks until I find a yes, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
No, I feel you. And have you ever read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill?
Who?
Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Have you ever read that book?
No.
Because it's a book about like building wealth, and that's one thing they talk about, like the persistence.
The numbers?
Persistence is key. But
It's just
One-
like this podcast.
what happened?
It's just like this podcast. After
Exactly.
a couple of podcasts, you'd say 100 episodes.
You get
should be
you get it going. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but also too, I would say because you asked, oh, was I lucky? Yeah, but you created that luck. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I was just
100%,
about
bro.
to say, let me find
The universe reciprocates that energy, man, and you kept going, bro, and you kept going, and the universe knew, like, all right, this is what Tim wants to fucking do, and you did it, bro. And then, cause look at all the bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
much
No,
bullshit,
but
bro.
think about it, bro. All the bullshit, and you're actually doing it. You're actually working now. You're actually doing the engineering shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
the universe was like, all right, he's dead ass about it, and gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? You created your own luck, bro. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, niggas create their own luck. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
it's
that's all
also-
it is.
It's also like what I mean. I think the most important part is the mindset that you had going through all of those fucking, you know, those dips. You know, I mean, every single time you got, you were like, oh shit, you got a little
Yeah.
high. It was
All
literally
the fucking
like
time,
fucking
bro.
this.
I'm used to going downhill.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
right
I'm very
there.
used
Now
to
you're
that.
comfortable. You're
Getting
like,
used
oh,
to, no, no,
with the hands up on the roller
That's the
coaster.
thing. That's the thing. So like, did you find yourself like numb to the point where like you just the failure? You're just like so used to the failure. that you were just like, I mean, because
That's how I felt going
Yeah.
on every interview. Yeah,
Right.
I'm like,
So I'm
fuck
just
it,
like,
it's just
fuck.
another day, bro.
what the fuck is
Sometimes I would go in there with no attitude, be like, I just want to get it over with.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yes.
right.
Man,
After 20 times, I would.
And you couldn't get disappointed because you were already ready for it.
Yeah, I was ready
You
for
know what
it.
I'm saying?
I
So I
was
think
ready
that's
for
the
it.
most important part. You know, when you
I got
find
nothing to
yourself,
lose.
yeah, when you find yourself, you know, against odds, which again, having a felony, trying to find a job,
man, that's
a
brutal.
good job, that you're
Which is why the
against
system
odds.
is fucked up,
You
man. That
play
shit is
the
set up
game
for you
of
to fail and
numbers.
to stay
Literally.
failing after that,
You
man.
play the game of numbers, and you're gonna keep going, and as long as you do not stop, you will have
you're gonna get
something.
lucky.
You will have
If you don't
something.
stop, you're gonna get
You're
lucky.
gonna get
There's a
something.
quote
Someone will
online. It's like I tried to find it just now. That's why I was on my phone. But the quote is like,
paraphrase.
opportunities are often disguised as hard work.
Yeah,
So it's like,
I've read that
you know
before.
what I mean? So it's like it's often disguised as like the work that you put in. So it's like, yeah, it looks like luck, but it's the result of everything you've been doing.
Yeah,
up to that
I don't
point.
believe it was luck, bro. It was.
I think it was
honestly,
just you, bro, and the persistency.
You
and,
created your own. That's
and
what
your
I'm telling
energy,
you.
bro, and your fucking want, and that
yeah,
knowledge
drive.
that yo, I'm not a weak person. That drive, yeah.
Bro, the day I came home, my mom said to me, "I'm not even worried about you." And I'm thinking in my head, like, what the fuck? Are you saying,
You was
bro?
about to. You was ready for the yo. What the?
Dude, that's
I'm
deep
gonna
though.
say,
Dude,
dude,
that's
Ma,
deep,
what-
man.
low life son
Yeah.
that sits in the house and not be able to find a job. I was like, what do you mean you're not worried? She goes, you always find a way.
Dude, but that's deep though, dude. That
that's
helped
coming
you
from
more.
mama,
that
bear,
helped
bro.
me.
That
That
helped you
helped me.
more than
When she
anything.
said
That
else.
might
helped me,
have.
bro.
That might have been it right
Because
there.
I know I always find a way, bro.
I know
I
you
don't
always
care
find
Oh,
if
a
it's
way.
washing dishes, bro. I'm gonna find
Facts,
a way.
bro.
And I
Gotta
do.
be a
And I do.
gold-plated
Yo, but that's
dish.
that hustler shit,
That's what
man.
it
That's
is.
that hustler
Gotta be
shit,
a
man.
gold-plated dish that I'm cleaning.
And yo, I mean, for anyone listening to this, man, if there's anything to take away from here, bro, because we're actually gonna wrap it up in a few. Like, persistency is key, man, and clearly, like, if you got a goal, bro, you better fucking go for it. This guy got denied 24 fucking times, man. 24 goddamn times. There's people who fucking get denied twice and they fucking give up. Stop with that bullshit.
Fucking
You're not
nanas.
as weak as you think you are. You're stronger than you actually believe.
Yeah.
Clear, he's a fucking prime example,
Yeah,
man.
man.
And all of us are here too, bro, because he hit rock bottom at one point. I'm not sure if you actually did at one point, Alec. I know I did, bro.
Alex,
That-
I've been chilling.
That shit is,
mean-
yo, that shit is trash, bro. It really
It's
is.
whack.
To be honest though, you come out such a stronger
Oh.
person. So that to be
Dude.
honest, I mean, it's not necessarily a good thing to never have felt it because then sometimes getting it earlier on in your life
It's more beneficial.
is
bro.
more beneficial, and sometimes it's
I
not
was
going to be
trying to
as
say it,
serious early on in your life as it is later on in your life. So although it's nice to feel like not having to, I do know the dangers of but learning from this, and I feel like this is again, if you haven't hit rock bottom, learning from
Yeah.
other people, I think
I
that's
was
where
just going to point that out.
I feel like that's why I've been able to avoid it a lot because I've met a lot
You
of
pay
people that
attention.
I do.
Yes.
A lot of people have to learn through experience.
Well, that's
Yeah.
another thing. Is like sometimes it happens when you least expect it.
Yeah,
You just-
that's exactly when it
there's no-
happens.
There's no preparing.
I mean,
for it.
bro,
there's no.
Like,
Dun, dun, dun.
once again, prime example. He stopped doing what he was doing. He was about to become a CEO, and literally, bro, a day or two before,
Yeah.
fucking knocked, bro.
Yeah.
Insane.
But here's a problem
Talk to us.
that now I have to deal with now
What are you dealing with now?
because I have to. You think about it now. Like, am I stuck here forever now?
I feel, I was,
Right,
I was,
the
I was,
mobility.
am I stuck
the,
now?
The mobility, yeah.
Like,
that's actually a really
I have
good
another
point.
interview Tuesday, but is it worth
worth it? Yeah.
The guy's not fucking stopping.
Oh,
Oh, we just getting started,
no,
Buzzy.
this is a bigger building, bro. Bigger
Bro.
building, more money.
See what I'm saying?
You know
I
what
know.
I
That's what I was
I
about to
might
ask
even
about
buy
that.
your pizzeria
Your,
out.
your, your reputation at this point, bro. Your reputation has to precede you
Yeah.
to the fullest extent.
Yeah,
you have to look at you, regardless of whatever the fuck. Because to be honest, I know people out there that have really shitty records, bro. Way
Yeah.
worse than you, that are doing amazing shit.
That's good.
Amazing fucking shit.
That's good, man.
And to be honest, sometimes it means going off on your own and learning the ropes from somewhere else and then establishing yourself on your own. That's where a lot of the people end up doing when they say, "Fuck, I don't need a whole corporate company to like check my." No, I'll check myself.
So-
I'm gonna be the head guy. You know what I'm saying?
Check yourself.
Hey.
Have
Check,
people.
check,
And
check,
to be
check.
honest, it was really funny listening to 48 Laws of Power. One of the things is like, make sure that you are. I mean, it's obvious. Just make sure that you're an asset. Like
Yes.
no one, like you can't. Things can't run without you. Make
Yeah.
it that way.
Mm.
Make
Yeah.
it that way.
That's
Make
exactly
people
what it
dependent
is.
on you. I'm actually on that
Hold-
chapter right now.
Yeah.
Hold
That's
your.
what it is.
Know when to use your absence.
Never give away all your secrets. You know that's another big theme.
Oh yeah,
as
but it's
well.
like know when to
you
pull
never
away and
wanna
show your
give away
value.
all your
Never
secrets,
want to give
bro.
away all your secrets.
Absence shows your value.
Because
It'll
then
be used
you
against you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Not only be
always.
used against you, and then what's your use?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
now there's
What's
just two
someone
of you
else
now.
can
Now
do?
there's
That's
another
true.
one that
What
doesn't
do-
have a felony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
So you
Your
have to
worth
guard-
goes down.
You have
Yeah.
to guard your value now. I mean, now more than ever.
I like
and to be
that.
honest, that's
Good.
Listen, man.
that's something that
I think.
What about this guy?
What about me?
I've seen it all with you too, man.
Yo, nah, bro.
Let's not make this all about me, bro.
But it is.
I was seeing him cutting hair in the bathroom
Yes,
In college.
for $5.
for
I
$5,
was
bro.
going through
Sometimes
my
for
fucking
free.
IG like deleting shit.
I have
shit.
pictures on my Dropbox.
Yo,
Yo.
facts.
Cutting hair in the hallway
In the-
for $5
And
in
now look at me.
college
I was one of those people.
when he didn't even
that
think he was gonna
getting
be a
$5.
barber.
Dude.
Yeah,
And
and
now
he was
look.
doing it. He was doing it for side money at the
He
time,
was
bro.
actually cutting at MSV. Not even, I would say, not even like a year ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Bro, just last
even
year,
a year
probably a year and a half
Bro,
ago,
just-
I was charging
Bro,
niggas $12.
Yo, at his graduation, like days before his
$12.
graduation, I was getting the cut in the dorm.
In a little ass
No
chair
lie.
that was like covered halfway of your back, and that we found in like a thrown away.
Yep.
You remember that chair?
Yeah,
that we
I
found
found
that
it.
shit was like thrown away. It was a small ass chair. It looked like a barber
My
chair.
boy was giving
but it was-
haircuts on a rocking chair.
Oh my god, that's bad shape up.
Stop.
That's bad
Let's
situation.
talk about
That's how this nigga
precision.
trained.
Nigga. Oh, man, nigga, that's like, yo, you
talk
might have
about
to start
precision.
doing that.
Listen,
you ain't
man.
practicing on me though.
Listen,
Nah,
But I
man.
will,
let's
but I will
not-
say,
You're following your dream, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man.
You didn't
but
need
just
to
to
go to
end
college,
this real
cuz.
quick.
Right?
But I did.
You wasted all
My
that
man
money.
spent my man spent G's to cut hair in the bathroom.
Yo, facts. He said, I'm learning. Yo, that's good class.
That's awesome, and not to mention that the cuts are fresh, bro.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that, my brother.
And
Can't
we
wait to
gotta
get
talk
you in
about
the
the
chat.
a long
Very nice.
fucking way from MSV. But I will say this because I know a lot of people from MSV are going to be listening to this. Just to say how proud we all are of everyone that has graduated, bro. Like, it's literally something that comes
Yeah.
out of our mouth all the fucking time. The things that people are doing from fucking Charleston, man. Charleston opening up his chiropractic
Chiropractic,
business. You know,
Oh, shit.
everyone, all the PAs, all the nurses.
Which
bro.
one's this? Who's this?
Nikki's brother,
Oh,
Charleston.
Jonathan.
yeah, didn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
get along with him.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know,
fine.
but I mean,
Yeah.
That's fine.
When you brought it up, I was like, all right.
I was like,
no, but to
Yo,
be
we
honest,
love y'all.
it doesn't
Yeah, we're
matter,
not
it doesn't
gonna
matter, but
cut
to
that
be
out
honest-
either.
Yeah.
I have nothing against you.
Listen,
Good job,
listen,
bro.
To be honest,
Yeah.
the hustle.
I wish the best for you.
Listen, to be honest, just the hustle in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like how everyone's doing their shit.
Yeah,
And yeah, I think it's just
Keep moving forward.
yeah.
absolutely, guys.
That's
and,
awesome, bro. Where do you open it up?
Connecticut, I think.
CT.
Yeah.
Yep, he's gonna be opening up a second
Yo,
location.
I've actually
soon.
been looking for a chiropractor. I was
Good
gonna
for
hit
you,
you up,
bro.
John. So be aware.
Absolutely,
Be aware
guys.
of that. Be on the lookout.
What happened? We're cutting it.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
have a
cut it
question,
here.
Oh,
actually.
I was-
I have
yeah.
a question.
What's up?
Podcast, right? To start your own podcast. What do you need for that?
You just need to talk to me, and I got you.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been thinking for the last 3 years, and I never pulled the
Yo,
trigger.
no, you'll
Okay.
know
Actually,
that, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. We'll have this conversation right now. The laptop's actually about to die, and we're actually approaching the minute mark to end the segment.
Someone told me I can't do it
You can do whatever the fuck you
because
want.
Wait.
I call people out on their bullshit too much.
That's
Okay.
the perfect. That's
No,
the
no,
perfect
no,
thing
but
to
dude,
do.
You would have.
like that.
That would be a
People
great.
like
That would be great.
We hold ourselves back
Yeah.
a lot.
We
That's
do.
my
No,
biggest flaw. I call
Bro,
people out on
no,
bullshit.
no, that might be what makes your show the shit.
Absolutely.
You notice that might be what makes it take off.
Being
And real quick,
disrespect- I always
just
think we should be a little bit more
Yeah,
disrespectful.
you guys are a
Hurry
little
up.
too
Yeah,
clean
but-
for me.
we are. No, but listen, real quick on that. Just start your own podcast. This would be general. Real quick, you just gotta want to do it. 2, just fucking start. You want it? Yo, wait. I mean, a lot of listeners know our story, but we'll talk after this. Just fucking start, bro.
Just
we
do it.
we will we're gonna show you
I got
quickly.
the mics
Our,
already.
we'll talk about our beginning, bro. That's how we got started. We just fucking started.
Absolutely.
If you were to see, it was like a fucking trap house. Our first episode,
Bro,
Now
iPhones,
look at this. You want to
iPhones,
believe it, bro.
blunts,
You gotta want to do
facts.
it and just fucking start, bro.
You guys would be
We
on
started
my
off,
show one day.
bro. We started off with like stage microphones, nigga. We was all sitting around in a circle, just talking to stage microphones into a little ass mixer. Now look
You
what we
guys gonna
got.
come onto my podcast?
Yeah,
Come
bro,
on,
we
dog.
better be
If
your
we
first guest.
invited,
We better be the
Oh.
first
Yeah,
fucking on this, bro.
yeah, we
I
better
I
be
love
in
Blanc
there.
thinking he's ready,
I don't know
nigga.
Yeah,
about this.
facts. He doesn't Hey, you're done.
This guy left me hanging.
Yes, he did. We will highlight that.
You'll
We
see
will highlight that.
I mean,
yes.
I don't even have to mention it because you saw it already.
Yeah. Facts.
Alrighty, guys. And that was episode 19 where we
very
were talking
nice.
about hitting rock bottom. And you already know how I'm about to end this, guys. Follow the checkbox on all platforms. Once again, that is on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and subscribe on YouTube at the checkbox, CHECHECBOX. You can follow me, your boy, CHEC_7 on IG. My guy HP at HPenna730. Alec with the K at Alec_Sergio. Kenneth at _ in every color. My guy Tim here at AO Trim with 2 M's, guys. AYOTRIMM. Thanks for tuning in to episode 19, guys. Hope you guys got a lot out of this episode. See you next week.
So.
Hell yeah.